Welcome to the Department of Electrical Engineering. Faraday's discoveries in electromagnetic induction in 19th century ushered in monumental change in the use of energy and contribution to the acceleration of Bangkok's progress. Thus, the role of an electrical engineer can be awakened with being at the nerve center of modern human civilization. Electrical engineering encompasses the studying and applying of knowledge of electricity generation, transmission, distribution, and utilization of electricity. Electrical engineers design, manufacture, operate, and maintain electricity generation plants such as thermal, hydro, wind, and solar power plants. Electrical engineering is an integral component in today's cutting-edge technologies. Electrical engineers are engaged in production of components in devices and systems from tiny microchips to huge power plants, and meshed in between if there is an application of a device usable in the real world which use electricity in its operation, it is most likely that was designed by an electrical engineer. Welcome to the Department of Electrical Engineering. The Department of Electrical Engineering offers 4 years undergraduate program in B.Tech. The department was established in the year 2016.
An intake of 140 students.
And it has achieved many goals ever since its inception. The intake have been enhanced to 222 with 3 sections in the academic year 2020-21. The department has qualified faculty, teaching and non-teaching staff with good experience. 2 of the faculty members are pursuing their PhD. The staff are available to the students around the clock. Faculty are expertise in the different aspects of industry. The Department of Electrical Engineering facilitates 12 advanced laboratory rooms. To name a few: Energy System Lab, Control Systems Lab, Power Electronics, Electrical Machines, Power Systems, Electrical Measurements and Instrumentation, Simulation Lab. Students have access to all above mentioned laboratories. The curriculum is enriched with advanced courses to provide employability skills and to reach the gap between the institution and the industry. Students attend internships at major industries like BHEL, HIEE, TSSPDCL, NFTDC, IIIT Hyderabad, Siemens, etc. The average pass percentage is more than 95% for last 2 passed out batches, highest being 96.9% in academic year 2020-21. 70% of eligible students placed in the campus selections in the academic year 2019-2020. The placements were 21. In the year 2020-21, the total placements are increased to 66, with the highest paid package of 10 lakhs per annum and average of 4 lakhs per annum. And 10% of the students opted for higher education in abroad and India. The Department of Electrical Engineering actively organize co-curricular events, tech fest. Students also participate in sports and cultural events in and outside the campus, and they have won many prizes. Students of the electrical engineering bagged many medals in different aspects ever since the inception. The department is well established with well-equipped and maintained laboratories along with computer laboratories used for electrical simulation.
Course structure and detailed syllabus of Electrical and Electronics Engineering for B.Tech 4-year degree course. In the first year, students are introduced with basic subjects that help in building the fundamentals of engineering. In the first year, linear algebra and calculus, engineering physics, engineering graphics are few subjects from semester 1. Electrical circuit analysis, differential equations and Laplace transforms, engineering chemistry are few subjects from semester 2. In the second year, electrical machines 1, analog electronic circuits, electromagnetic fields are few subjects from semester 1. Electrical machines 2, power electronics, power systems are few subjects from semester 2. In the third year, Power Systems 2, Control Systems, Microprocessors are few subjects from semester 1. Power System Protection, Power System Operation and Control, Electrical Simulation Laboratory are few subjects from semester 2. In the fourth year, Utilization of Electrical Energy, Energy System Laboratory are few subjects from semester 1. Program elective, open electives are few subjects from semester 2.
Of electrical engineering offered some of the laboratories. Coming to second year second semester, we have electrical machines 1 course objective. These laboratory course will develop students knowledge to expose the student to the operation of DC machines, transformers and give them experimental skills. List of outcomes. Upon completion of the course, the student will able to analyze the characteristics of DC machines and transformers, perform tests on DC machines and transformers and evaluate their performances. And we have Power Electronics Lab course objective to provide practical exposure on characteristics of basic power semiconductor switches, application of basic power semiconductor switches like controlled rectifier circuits, DC to DC converter, inverter, AC voltage controller, etc. List of the experiments. Study of characteristics of SCR, MOSFET and IGBT, gate firing circuits for SCRs, single phase series inverter with R and RL loads and etc. Course outcomes. After completion of these laboratory course, student will able to determine the power semiconductor switches, characteristics and their applications, design gate firing and commutation circuits for SCRs, analyze the operation of converters, inverters and choppers, design and stimulate power electronic circuits and plot their characteristics. And coming to third year first semester, we have Electrical Machines 2 lab course objective. This laboratory course will develop students' knowledge to provide practical exposure to AC machines, induction and synchronous machines. List of the experiments. To perform load test on 3-phase induction motor and draw torque speed characteristics. To perform load and blocked rotor test on a single phase induction motor and determine equivalent circuit, and etc. Course outcomes. Upon completion of the course, the students will able to analyze the characteristics of synchronous machines and induction motors, perform tests on synchronous machines and induction motors and evaluate their performance. And we have Electrical Measurements and Instrumentation Lab course objective. This laboratory course will develop students' knowledge to provide students with good depth of knowledge of electrical and electronic measuring instruments to understand measurement errors and non-ideal electrical devices. List of the experiments. Measurement of inductance by Maxwell's bridge, measurements of capacitance by Schwinging bridge, calibration of single phase energy meter and etc. Course outcomes. At the end of the course, the student will able to calibrate single phase energy meters, measure resistance, inductance and capacitance using AC and DC bridges, measure frequency, voltage peaks, phase difference with an oscilloscope, compare performance of MC, MI and dynamometer types of measuring instruments, energy meters and CRO. In the third year second semester, we have Power Systems Lab course objective. This laboratory course will develop students' knowledge, performance of long transmission lines and reactive power control, characteristics of protective relays, short circuit analysis and sequence component of power system elements, study of different faults on transmission lines, and the list of the experiments are to obtain the performance characteristics of long transmission line, to determine the ABCD parameters of long transmission line, reactive power control of long transmission line and etc. Course outcomes. After completion of these labs, students will able to determine the performance characteristics of a long transmission line and reactive power control, determine the operating characteristics of protective relays. We also have Control Systems Laboratory course objective to provide the practical exposure, to strengthen the knowledge of feedback control, to inculcate the controller design concepts, to familiarize with control systems components like servo motor, synchros and magnetic amplifier, to familiarize programmable logic controller. List of the experiments. Time response of second order system, characteristics of synchro transmitter and receiver, temperature controller using PID and etc. Course outcomes. At end of this course, students will able to demonstrate time response of second order system, understand characteristics of control system components like servo motor, synchros and magnetic amplifier, design and understand PID control for temperature control application, design control and compensator using simulation tools. Electrical Simulation Laboratory course objective: to impart hands-on experience in verification of circuit laws and theorems, measurement of circuit parameters, study of circuit characteristics and the simulation of power electronic circuits using PSIM and MATLAB. Gives practical exposure to the usage of different circuits with different conditions. Acquire skills of using computer packages PSIM, PowerWorld and MATLAB coding and Simulink in power electronics and power system studies. And in the final year, first semester, we have Energy Systems Lab. Course objective: to introduce the basic renewable energy systems, list of experiments, to demonstrate the IV and PV characteristics of PV model with varying radiation and temperature levels, to show the effect of variation in tilt angle of PV model and etc. Course outcomes: the students will able to understand PV cell characteristics. The students will able to understand interface with power converters and MPPT concept. In addition to all these laboratories, also offers some of the interdisciplinary laboratories like Basic Electrical Engineering Laboratory. Course objectives: to provide practical exposure to common electrical components, their ratings and applications, common electrical measuring instruments and their usage, transformers, electrical machines and power electronic converters. Course outcomes: students will able to understand principle of measuring instruments of voltage, control and power. Analyze the characteristics and evaluate performance of DC motor, induction motor and transformers, and evaluate performance basic power electronics converters used in electrical drives. And these laboratory course is offered to departments like MME, Mechanical and CSE. There are ocean of opportunities through electrical engineering in both government and private sectors like Maharatna, Navaratna and many PSUs. To name a few: ONGC, HPCL, BHEL, NTPC and more. Electrical engineering is the largest branch of engineering, representing about 30% of university graduates entering into the society. It is the evergreen branch. Electrical engineering is hard yet but challenging. If you love those subjects, you will definitely dominate it. And I wish you all the very best for your bright future in electrical engineering. And thank you.